Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And if you're new, I'm Tyler, and today I've got the dozer warming up. Just put some fuel in it, and I am back here on the hillside what I've been cleaning off through the springtime and the winter, where we've been doing all the dozer work, knocking down all the trees and getting that stuff logged out and cut up. So I took a little bit of a break. We had to do hay, and then I've been also doing some odds and ends things on the farm. Nothing really much to video, because by the time I turned the video on, I'd be done with the project. So just nothing really much to video. So I haven't been videoing a whole lot, but I am going to start back shooting some videos, and I want to try to get this angle bladed off, because since I kind of stopped, the weeds have took over. But we're going to bush hog it, spray it, and Dad's he's already said he's gonna go get some seed later on. Once get everything cleaned off and slicked off, and he's gonna come back and seed everything, and maybe by this fall we'll start getting a little bit of grass growing on it, and then it'll really take off this spring and summer. Once we get some fertilizer on it, we'll probably end up putting some litter on this hillside, because it's steep, but it's not super steep where a litter truck can get on it. So that being said, but I've been also had a bunch of piles of dirt and trash kind of piled up here and there from stumps and brush piles, and I've been hauling that off here a little bit. Been taking that to my house, because I've got a big hauler I've been filling in, and I've been doing little home projects there, trying to get our house finished, remodeled. We're kind of slowly been remodeling our house, so that's the reason what's kind of been kind of keep me busy. So, but like I said, I want to get back to shooting these videos and showing a little bit of progress on the farm. And we got a little bit more trash cleanup, push, and I piled some stumps the other day, and I was down where I had the big brush pile down here off where the pond is. I was digging a hole, gonna bury all them bigger stumps that didn't burn up, and I was gonna come back. I dug the hole, I was gonna come back the next morning, and the thing had filled up full of water. So I don't know if we've either hit a spring, or the spring that runs and feeds that pond is hitting a ledge rock and running through there and filling that hole up. I'm not real for sure, but it is. I know it is coming out of between two ledge rocks, because I seen it coming out when I was digging the hole, but I didn't think it was running that much. But the hole's probably like a 15 by 12 hole. It's a pretty big hole, and probably like 6 foot deep, and it has filled it completely full. So we had Dad called USDA office. They come out here and seen the spring, seen about maybe like putting a spring box in. And if they do, we'll probably end up running it, piping it down off the hill just a little bit, to where the cow's gonna have another source of water, even though there is a spring-fed creek running down through here. But sometimes it does go dry, and what it does, it ends up going underground, and it pops up here and there in some spots. So, but we want to put a cross fence here, and there's not enough water that runs down that creek sometimes to keep cows watered on this side. So we're thinking about having a spring box put in, and that way the cows will have constant water on this side once we end up putting a cross fence in. And then each section of Dad's land or I should say the main farm, will have water in each spot of each section of the farm. So that's going to be a plus. And then I did end up getting the tracks in for the dozer, so we've got that to do. But I want to finish getting everything angle bladed, and then get it over there, get the tracks put on it. We got sprockets put on, we got the tensioner seals to put in. So I think they're starting there, since we're going to have the tracks off anyways, we're just going to go ahead and put them in, because one track does seem to get a little loose every once in a while. But being as we're having everything apart, it's just easier just to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to take it back over to the other farm where I've got all my cows, and finish cleaning off the hillside there. Get a little bit of I got some trees. It's not very big, but it's going to be good for our firewood processor. And I want to get all them knocked down and get everything angle bladed, so this winter I can start feeding hay off that hillside and get some grass started, because I was doing that last year and I got a really good stand of grass. but this summer we've had very little rain, and we're almost back in a drought. We have a little bit of rain every now and then, but it's not enough to really settle the dust here. And everything, it's been like in the high 80s, low 90s to the high 90s, so it's been really hot. It's been really humid, and everything is just dying off, and the weeds are just taking over our places. And so that's why we're trying to really do this, kind of get everything cleaned up to get more grass. So more grass means more cows. So that's our goal. So I want to get with it and get to work. Well, I'm a little over halfway done with it, so I am going to call it a day because I'm really dusty. You can kind of see my pants. I am kind of tired of eating dust. It started sprinkling a little bit, and then it just quit. I was hoping maybe we'd kind of get a little bit of a shower because we've got an overcast sky, and they've been calling for rain, but it seems to, like, every time we get a chance of rain, it goes around us, so we don't get no rain, and it is just powdery dry here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day because I am tired of eating dust, and I'll start back with it tomorrow. So like always, guys, thanks for watching. This is the end of the video, and please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.